It's 3 o'clock in the morning. This job's really hard and I'm tired. Guess I needed more wine. Rage posting is one thing, reducing my stress. That and telling non-toadies you're fired. Of course, most of those people are gone now, fired by Doge, who took all my fun. Like when they fired the USAID people. They were like a freaking charity. And like I say, charity begins at home. In fact, when my family had a charity, it began and ended at home, my home, which is why the IRS began an audit and ended the charity. And I'm weaving off the road again and looking for an on-ramp, and it's the next part of the song. I'm building a large ballroom space to dance like I dance around questions. We'll serve lavish meals in that place. Then I'll speak and give all indigestion. By the way, don't worry about the cost. It's being paid for by rich people I was going to do favors for anyway. And I know people are mad that I tore down the East Wing. I needed to do it, but I was very sad about it. Anybody at the White House will tell you that I'm a real wing nut. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm railing against DEI. I hire on merit till I barely can bear it. I know all the best people does I took a chance on J.D. Vance. Turns out he's really weird. I cannot endorse him yet, though I still love the beard. At AG is my good friend Blondie. Oops, I'm supposed to say Pam Bondi. She loves to stretch the law for me because she feels such awe for me. And there's He-Man Hegseth at Defense. That man has no common sense. Unqualified is he, something even I now see. His department has more leaks than my bladder. Also, it turns out Pete is not the sharpest, tackiest bulb with the brightest blade in the toolbox shed's drawer. But how could I have possibly known that? Here's Lil Marco Rubio. Guy's kind of a boob, you know. Fulfills my every whim and wish it rolls downhill on him. Lee Zeldin's at the EPA, throwing all their rules away. Lee has many funny jokes about climate change, that silly hoax. For example, every week Lee comes up with different words that the letters EPA stand for. He gave me his list. Environmental Pollution Agency, Eliminating Protections Agency, low-hanging fruit but they're accurate. Evil Plans Agency, which is funny because I first tried to hire Dr. Doofenshmirtz to run the EPA, but apparently he's not real. Extinction Promotion Agency, Enraging Political Adversaries, that's a fancy way of saying own the libs, so I love it. Enlarging Presidential Authority, that's the theme of my whole second term when you think about it. Enlightened Policies Abdicated, Eliminating Positions Aggressively, that was Doge's week at the EPA. Ending Public Advocacy, Evolving Positions Allowed, that's the week we brought in an ad agency to rebrand pollution. For example, why do people hate greenhouse gases so much? Without gases, greenhouses would just be glass buildings full of dead plants and suffocated gardeners. And who wants that? Enhancing people's asthma. Empathy paucity acknowledged. I don't know what any of those words mean, but I assume it's a good one. Everyone's perishing accelerated. Expecting prayers answered. Motto, our solution to pollution. I would add that there's an old saying, faith can move mountains, and I'm going to move a lot of them at my low, low prices, which led me to suggest everything's presently available or elites purchasing anything, but that's more about Doug Burglum over at Interior. Encouraging planetary apathy. Eggheads pranked a lot. That was Earth Day week. Oh, the in-office hijinks. Ego-driven personal ambition. I'm guessing that's about him. Emissions Proliferation Agency. That one comes with a motto, choke on it till you croak on it. eviscerating principled actions. Eat poop, America. Lee was dealing with a lot of protesters that week. Enhanced police authority. That was how I helped Lee deal with the protesters. Executive powers abused. Employing predetermined analysis. Motto, you just can't believe how good the trends are. Economic profits at a cost of environmental exploitation. Okay, he stretched the rules with that one, but rule stretching is strongly encouraged at today's EPA. Also, to constantly come up with three-word EPA phrases would take some kind of super genius, like one of Einstein's Princeton associates, who all had epic professorial attributes. Enforcement powers abandoned. Experts plenty alarmed. So true, you should listen to them. Of course, some would say that I should listen to them, but to them I say, I'm calling ICE because you must be new here. Evidence prejudicially altered. Employees practicing arse kissing. See how I didn't cuss there? Egregious personnel antics, also known as evicting pre-Trump associates. Spoiler alert, the spoiled system is back thanks to the most spoiled guy on earth. Pre-Trump workers, unemployed and destroyed. Pro-Trump workers, employed and overjoyed, until loving leaving a little later for lucrative lobbying. The swamp will be drained and regained, baby. Back to the list. Everybody prevaricates always. According to Lee, prevaricate means lie, unless he's prevaricating. Enriching president actively. That's a directive for all departments, of course. Eradicating previous accomplishments. Earth-plundering a-holes. Again, look at me, avoiding the bad language. Easy pipeline approvals. And my personal favorite, elders punishing adolescents. This one has the best motto, too. Okay, not a boomer. I might be slowing down, but you're still gonna eat my dust. I tell you, Lee is such a hoot, and not in a woodsy owl sort of way. And I have more brilliant employees to praise me. Caroline Levitt's great. I love to watch her levitate. Rising up above the press, cleans up each mess with some success. Plus Dulcie Gabbard, Dr. Oz, and Linda McMahon give us pause. Cash Patel, that guy's a nut, but like the others, he'll kiss my butt. Which is important, because fairly soon after noon I will wake up, drink 3 Diet Cokes and get makeup. If I'm down, I know just how to buck up. My minions may suck, but they successfully suck up. Now, speaking of suck-ups, I haven't talked or sung about the kids yet. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and the Trump name will ne'er go away. Ivanka changed hers, but Barron, Don Jr., and others, and golf courses and towers will stay. There's also Eric. I didn't forget him. I just didn't mention him. And there's Tiffany. She's married now, but did she take his last name? Nobody knows. Funny story, we wanted to name her Cartier or Rolex, but both companies threatened to sue us. I mean, can naming your kid be brand defamation? Don't answer that. It's a rhetorical question. And besides, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.